Yeah, here we are going to see about the market. In market, usually we tell it is a place where we are going to buy and sell the product. But when it comes to the economies, it is much broader, the term itself. Because, for example, if the demand is very good, we tell, okay, gold market demand is too good. So, depending upon the demand, we tell market, or supply, we tell supply market. And if you go to a fish and you are going to buy a fish, okay, here you are going to a fish market, we tell. So according to the demand, we tell market. For supply also, we may tell market. Or otherwise, when you go to the real market also, we tell as market, commodities market, fish market, like that all we tell, okay. So it depends upon the demand, it depends upon the supply, it depends upon the place where the market is situated, like that. And next is we are going to see there are different market structure. But as you can see, we are not going to say about the all market structure. We are going to say only about the monopoly structure. So in the monopoly structure, you all would be knowing there will be only one seller, okay. For example, we can go with the electricity. So we know in electricity, in India, the electricity is mostly like supplied by the government. So here the government is the only one seller, and not only that, this one firm, that is like government is having a one electricity, they are supplying it, and there is only one firm. It is owned by the government, and that itself is the industry. Okay, so you would be knowing industry consists of all the firms. For example, if you are telling like a steel industry, all the steel firms will come under the steel industries. Or if you tell, for example, soft drink industry, all the soft drinks, for example, Pepsi is a firm, Cola is a firm, all this together we tell as an industry. Okay, so in the monopoly structure, we'll have only one firm. That is why we told we have only the electricity, only one firm that is owned by the government, and that one firm is the industry. And next is like there will be entry barrier, okay, because no one can go and start a business for electricity, water, like those all, because most of the countries it is owned by the government. And the government will make the price makers, because for example, if you go with the electricity, every time the government is fixing the price, you are going and getting it with whatever price they are actually fixing, okay. And there won't be any close substitute. So you cannot substitute electricity with something else. So this is an example of a monopoly market structure. There will be only one firm. They will be selling, they will be fixing the price, and there won't be any substitutes. And next is types of monopoly. So there is a pure and imperfect monopoly, simple and discriminating monopoly, private and public monopoly. So first we can go with the pure monopoly. So in the pure monopoly, there will be a single firm which controls the supply of the entire market. Okay. For example, Alco is an example because they were supported by the government, and they were actually aluminum producing company, and they got most of the market share. Other example is Standard Oil. It was a company long back, it was situated in US. So what happens is like this particular company, they had more than 90 percentage of market share in the oil, and everyone was purchasing the oil from that particular company. There were no substitutes also. So that time, this is an example of a Standard Oil, but now the company doesn't exist because the government as such, because government interfered and they started controlling the company. So here Alco, Standard Oil, this all were examples of the pure monopoly, but now we don't have these companies like that, because they are their monopoly structure was controlled by the government. And next is imperfect monopoly. So there is a single firm, it will be dominating the market, okay. For example, we can tell Microsoft. There are so many softwares, but still people will be preferring Microsoft because they like the product. Okay, so Microsoft is dominating the market, and not only that, KFC. There are substitute. Okay, you can go with some other EFC or something like that, but still we know the market share is more for the KFC. and they dominate the market. So here the product is a bit different from the other sellers, because KFC also, they have a different kind of ingredients. Or when it comes to the Microsoft also, there will be certain differentiation from the other sellers. Okay, that is why you are going to prefer the KFC or Microsoft. So this is also an example of the imperfect monopoly. So and next is symbol monopoly form. So here there will not be any close substitutes. So one example is, in the olden days the salt was there, and it was only supplied by the Roman Empire. So there was no close substitute. The people has to get it from them. Okay. And the other example is tea. It was supplied by the Chinese, and only Chinese had the tea. So the tea market, it was entirely under the hands of the Chinese, and these Europeans and all other people loved tea. So they used to buy the tea with whatever price the Chinese actually fix. Okay, so this was an example of the single monopoly firm. But right now we cannot tell as such the single monopoly firm is existing. But commodity market, it is actually simple monopoly firm. And next is discriminating monopoly. So here what will happen is, like, the product is same, but they are going to get different price from the different customers. So one example is, you are going to a movie theater, there are different prices. Okay, because in the front seat, the price will be more or less. In the middle the price will again different. So according to the seat position, or they change the prices. But if it should be discriminative monopoly, they should have a good market share, and most of the people has to prefer that particular theater. And other example is like railways. Mostly the railway service is offered by the government. And here what happens is, like, if like, for example, you want to go on December. Okay, you want to get a big ticket. And here if you go and purchase the ticket on somewhere April, or the price will be less. But if you're going to purchase it on December, because you're going on December, you're trying to purchase it on December, the price will be high. So the product is same, the prices differ according to the time period. And even airlines, sometimes it happens, certain seasons the price will be very less, but then when after some time the price will increase. So this is an example of discriminating monopoly. Here they are getting for the same product different price from the different customers. And next is private monopoly. So this, they divided it according to the ownership. Okay, so if a company is owned by a private person, if they control the majority of the market, then that is a private monopoly. So De Beers is a diamond company, and they were controlling majority of the diamond market. But now government interfered and changed it. Okay, their monopoly structure itself is not there like before. But like this, if a private firm is controlling the market, it is a private monopoly. And next is public monopoly. So if the state controls it, we can tell it as a public monopoly. So when we tell state control, so still so many governments, they control certain industries or firms, so that all will come under the public monopoly. So one example is electricity. Like whichever country you go, the electricity is industry is controlled by the government. And in certain companies, water, it will be controlled by the government. So all this is an example of public monopoly. And these are the various references what we have used. So you can go through these references also. Thank you.